Alright, so we all know what we're talking about here. Kaguya-sama Love is War. Arguably, not even arguably, one of, if not the best romance manga out there. Like, you can have your rent-a-girlfriends. Wait, who thinks Rent-a-Girlfriend is the best manga? Best romance manga, not the best manga. No one ever thinks that. If you think that, I want you to get off this channel. For the limited people who have watched this YouTube channel, I don't give a shit. I want you to get off this channel. I'm sorry. I just can't have that here. I can't have that toxic fucking opinions, okay? I can't have wrong opinions on this channel. All of my subscribers have the right opinions. Why? Number one, they're subscribed to me, so they obviously have the correct opinions, okay? So, I cannot be generalized with people who say that Rent-a-Girlfriend is top tier, okay? It's fine if you like it, but if you say that shit's better than Kaguya-sama, boy, you've only read one manga. That's like when people say that the best anime is Demon Slayer. Okay, well, how many other animes have you watched? Just Demon Slayer. Well, then how can you say it's the best anime ever if you've never watched any other anime? Like, I get it if you watch, like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Weird debate. Kaguya-sama Love War is fucking fantastic. This shit is so good. Like, if it is almost perfect. Like, there are just tiny nitpicks, and one major problem I have with the story. Well, two major problems I have with the story. But other than that, it is just so good. You get to moments in the manga that aren't in the anime yet. I'm not even going to spoil it for you, right? That you're just like, holy shit, I can't believe this. Like, you know, like, I don't know if you know this because we collect manga, or at least I think you guys will collect manga. I don't know, maybe it's for the channel for some other reason. But if you collect manga, obviously we don't have any women in our life. I do, because I'm awesome. I do actually have a girlfriend. Yeah. But, you always get to that point in the relationship where if you're crushing so hard and then you actually, like, get to be in a relationship with that person, it's very weird because you're so used to crushing on them so hard. That's the same thing with this manga, okay? It gets to a point, now, spoiler alert. Well, it's not really a spoiler alert. Season 3 ended with them literally kissing. But in the manga, they do get together as boyfriend and girlfriend, which is, obviously, it's going to happen eventually. I get it. But, this is a romance novel. It needs to have a conclusion. So, yes, they do get together. And it gets to a point where it just feels weird when they get together. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing because that's how relatable it is. Now, I'm not saying just because something's relatable doesn't mean it's good. Relatability does have a key factor in if something is good or not. But just because something's relatable doesn't make it a 10 out of 10. Actually, I think this is a 9 out of 10. It really does have three main problems. Problem number, I'm going to speak a lot of negatives towards Kaguya-sama. But just to let you know, it's amazing. It's almost perfect. It is like right there. There's just some problems I have with it that I just wasn't a fan of. Number one, Chika Fujiwara, or Fujiwara Chika, I don't know. I don't know if they're calling them by their first or last names, I can never tell. I'm guessing it's Chika Fujiwara. Now, she was a great character in the beginning of the story, but to the points I've got it, she kind of gets side-drafted a bit. You know what I mean? Like, she gets her chapters. She gets her chapters, but she never really gets any character development. She's kind of she's literally the character of Chaos Theory. She has one point in the story is to mess up all the other characters' lives. And then she gets like this, like, I wouldn't say arc, but just this character trait that I never thought she would have. She's just a bitch. Like, I'm sorry to say, she's just rude to everyone, especially Ishigami. But to everyone, like, even Shinomiya, like, she's just rude to everyone. Like, there's a part in the story when, like, Ishigami, like, actually points out, things that the things that Fujiwara has done that are, like, bad. And then she's like, go right in hell, Ishigami. I'm like, but I'm sorry. Okay, this is my opinion, my video. Go make your own video if you disagree. Okay, this is my show, my opinion, my YouTube channel. All right, and the comments can't tell me otherwise. I get no comments anyway. So, what are you gonna do? Speak? You can't do that. It's the internet. I have all the power here. Second problem, and this isn't really a problem. It's just kind of, at least for new readers, it's gonna be a bit of a problem. The start is very slow. It is very slow. Especially the start of the story. I think volumes like 1 through 5 are incredibly slow. Maybe 1 through 4. I don't know. I don't know when they get to like the end of part 1 or end of season 1. Then it starts to get entertaining. But it's just because you don't really know the characters too well, and we have like these mind games that are being pulled, but you don't care at that point in the story where it's entertaining to you. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Where it's entertaining to you. So the story is pretty boring at the beginning. I stuck to it because I watched the anime and I knew it was going to be good. But at the start, the manga is just it's just boring. It's just not good. Like it's good, especially when you read it again after you finish the manga. The manga's not finished yet. I think 2 or 3 more volumes are coming out, and then we're done with the entire series. Which, it's like I'm happy, but also kind of sad. So, Kaguya-sama is good. Final third problem. And if you have a problem with spoilers or you haven't read it yet, spoiler alert. Okay, this is a huge spoiler. I usually don't do this. Big spoiler alert. If you don't want to be spoiled on the series, and I highly advise that you don't want to get spoiled, or that you should not get spoiled, like it's just not a good thing, then just stop the video right here. Like just end it right here and go do something else with your life. Wait for another season 4, or just go read the manga yourself, or just have someone else spoil it for you. Doesn't matter. But in the story, around the end, the characters, they start talking about sex. Now, I'm not here to be a sex ed coach, whatever. I don't care. I don't give a shit. But the main problem I have with this is, throughout the story, the characters of Shirogane and Kaguya are, I don't want to say portrayed, but they're acted as little kids. Like Kaguya is a very childish character. Shirogane is a very childish character. Right? So, it just feels, because they never really do it. They never really talk about intercourse or sex or anything like that. That's just something that the story has not crossed on yet. Okay? But in the later volumes, they do. So, it gets a bit uncomfortable because it's all this sudden switch. It used to just be, can we be boyfriend and girlfriend? But now it's, do we want to fuck? Like, and characters like Tsubasa and Kashiwagi, that's what their names are, right? Yeah. It's a bit normal because they're portrayed like that. They're like, oh yeah, they have sex all the time. And I'm used to it. I'm used to their characters. But the characters of Shirogane and Kaguya just seem so innocent, They just seem so youthful. I guess innocent, I guess you'd say. It's just uncomfortable for me as the reader to like watch them do, because they do show a bit of it. They show a bit of it, and it's just uncomfortable. Like, I'm sitting here turning the pages, like, I just have this weird feeling in my stomach. It is just uncomfortable. I do not like it one bit. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the point is that it is uncomfortable, and that's part of the problem why teenagers can't have sex or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. And they do kind of build up to it, but it feels a bit anticlimactic. That's what I would say. And it just, when I was turning through the pages, I know I keep saying this, it just feels like I'm peering onto someone else's life. You know what I mean? It gets a little bit too real. A bit too realistic. Where Kaguya And Shirogen, great characters, great chemistry. Oh my god. I didn't even talk about the best part yet. Hold on, we're gonna get to him later. We're gonna get to the best character in the damn manga later. But it just gets to a point where it just feels uncomfortable to be watching them have a relationship. Because they actually have a relationship now. So it's weird watching them because I'm not a part of this relationship, but it feels like I'm third wheel. It's awkward. You know what I mean? Especially when you can hear their inner thoughts. I do not like it. But I think the way after, you know, the scene, they actually really, at least the mangaka, did it very, very well. They portrayed it. They're like, oh yeah, it was she didn't talk about how big Shirogen's cock was or whatever. She was just like, oh yeah, the emotions throughout it. Very mature. Whatever. Just the way it was handled at that point in time did not make me feel the best of times. Alright, now let's get to the best character. You might already know who I'm talking about, okay? Best character in the damn story. And that is Ishigami. Oh my god! Not one character in all of fiction has gone through this much character development. Okay? Remember in season 3, maybe you don't, spoiler alert. You probably read the manga or watched the anime at this point. Or you just don't care about spoilers. Ishigami asked out Sube, right? And at that point in time, they get to, but she says like 3 or 4 months, right? So throughout the story, they're like getting to know each other and they have relationships and all this other stuff, right? And it gets to a point where, oh my god, Ishigami is the best character known to man. Like, bro is literally my idol. He is my hero. I don't know how they're gonna, I think they did finish off his story, kind of, but not really though. Maybe Miko and Ishigami will get together. I don't even know, man. Oh my god. Bro, you're so... Okay, let's start why I like him so much. Season 2, whatever volume it was. I think it was volume 9 or 10. Ishigami at that parade. Great story. Great character development. I'm not really character development, but like great backstory, right? Now, Ishigami has this girlfriend, Tsube. Or not really a girlfriend, but crush. And everyone knows that it's Ichigami's crush. So, Tsube does, or she finds out about how Ishigami, you know, like, how the truth, like, Ishigami didn't actually, like, was in the stalker or whatever. And she actually found out, and then Tsube reveals the truth to everyone. It's kind of a genius plan. I didn't think of it myself. Right? So, as she's doing this, it's like the face on Ishigami. He's just so happy. Especially when he gets into the top 50. He is so, I'm so proud of him. Because you actually see him work and develop and work and fall down and get back up and keep working and keep striving. And it's so cool. And when he gets rejected by Tsube, I felt it, you know what I mean? And he's like, I'm not ready. I'm not giving up. And he asks again, and you know, he fails, but he did what he wanted to do. And at the end, he goes, I did it. You know, I finally confessed, and thank God I didn't cry in front of her. I'm like, yes, he's yummy. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my god. I think you can hear, well, the fan has always been on. Throughout, like, you know, all of eternity, you could always hear it throughout the videos. So I turned it off. Also, my humidifier's here, and the window's closed. So I am sweating right now, especially when this guy's the best character. God damn. Oh my god. And he's kind of a genius too. Bro's kind of a genius. Okay, he's pretty smart actually. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say anymore. And then his relationship with Miko. Okay, at first I didn't really feel it. You know what I mean? I didn't really like it very much, because it just kind of felt out of the blue. It kind of just felt like shipping characters for the sake of shipping characters. And then as the story went on and a little bit onward, they started getting to know each other, and she wasn't such a bitch, and he wasn't such a dick. had a bit of a relationship going on. I'm pretty happy for him. Like, he's my bro. Like, he feels like my actual best friend, and I'm happy for him that he has this relationship. He has these friendships, and it got me when all the girls were giving him Valentine Day gifts. You know, during Valentine's Day, when he was getting all the gifts and he was holding them like this, and he was like, "Wow, people actually like me," like. And then, you know, obviously we get the joke. Shirogen has like a mountain of candy, but it's so pleasing for Ishigami for us to see Ishigami like actually win something, especially when he wins. It is hype. God, no other story has got me like, except for Haikyuu and One Piece, no other story has got me like reading it and I start getting excited. I get my blood pumping. And it's a relationship. It's not like a battle shonen. It's not like there's action or anything. And oh my god, the art is... This video is going to be an hour long if I keep talking about Kaguya-sama. Again, I said some negative things about it, but read it, please. If you haven't already gotten to the point of this video, read it. I'm telling you. Like, this story is just so perfectly crafted. It's made. I read some of the early parts of the volume, and they reference like earlier parts or later parts in the story. It's pretty sick, pretty cool, and it's good. That's all I gotta say. It's good. Like, 9 out of 10, almost perfect. Just those three problems, and it would be a solid 10 out of 10. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, she's screaming. Alright. I should probably end the episode here. Okay. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. I'm just gonna sit here for another... I don't have my watch on. Alright. Oh my god. I went to go forward, to the camera, and then my chair, went up like this, and I almost fell. Wow, what a great story time. Alright, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna go read some One Piece now. I have volume 13 right here. Make sure to... I haven't been reading it very often, but, just... When I finish Alabasta, I'm gonna review it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Man, get out of my face.